This week on SUTV News, flu season is just around the corner, and we tell you how to be prepared and how to protect yourself. And we recap the busy week of hearings for the new Supreme Court nomination. All that and more right here on SUTV News. Following the death of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, President Trump announced that he nominates Amy Coney Barrett to replace the late Supreme Court justice. And for the past 4 days, she has stood before the Senate to gain approval for her nomination. SUTV's Adam Beam has more on the hearings.
While the country braces itself for the impending presidential election, another political battle rages on as this week marks the confirmation hearings for Republican nominee Amy Coney Barrett. Barrett has been under heavy scrutiny since her nomination by President Trump, coming just days after the passing of the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. As day one began, the day was filled with statements from several senators of both parties, including vice presidential nominee Kamala Harris. And already it was clear that it would be a tumultuous next couple of days as each of them debated over Barrett's nomination as well as its timing right before an incredibly crucial election. While she took no questions, day one did conclude with Barrett making remarks on her behalf.
Even though I would not like the result, would I understand that the decision was fairly reasoned and grounded in law? That is the standard that I set for myself in every case.
When day two began, Barrett expressed she was, quote, not on a mission to destroy the Affordable Care Act. This has been at the center point of not just Barrett's nomination, but the presidential election in general. Another element of Barrett's questioning that day centered around her Catholic beliefs, which she claimed she would separate from her judicial work.
I have done that in my time on the Seventh Circuit. If I stay on the Seventh Circuit, I'll continue to do that. If I'm confirmed to the Supreme Court, I will do that still.
Come day three, the Affordable Care Act continues to be the main point of discussion. While Judiciary Committee Chairman Lindsey Graham claimed that Barrett would vote to uphold the Affordable Care Act, Democrats were not convinced. Barrett was also asked about Trump's claim to pardon himself, to which Barrett said, quote, no one is above the law, but also said that the subject had, quote, never been litigated. Kamala Harris also pressed Barrett on issues like the rights of voters and workers, as well as on the matter of climate change. As day three concluded, many Republicans like Texas Senator Ted Cruz feel confident that Barrett will be confirmed. And today, as of recording this, it is the final day of the hearings, and so far it might be the most heated day of them all. Kicking off the morning, Senator Graham denied the Democrats' attempts to postpone the vote. The decision ignored the committee rules that require at least 2 members of the minority party to be present to conduct business. Graham stating the Democrats would do the same if they were in his position. However, Barrett was not present for today's hearings, as the guests instead were witnesses who have had some relation or past experience with Barrett. As of right now, debates continue to be made about Barrett's position, but if the Republicans have their way, the vote will occur next Thursday, October 22nd, and could result in some massive political shakeups moving forward. For SUTV News, I'm Adam Beam.
Even a global pandemic cannot stop the changing of the seasons. And with fall on its way, that means it's time for flu season. SUTV's Carmine Chicatano has more.
With the weather getting colder outside and COVID-19 still a threat, it is time to start thinking about the upcoming flu season. Both the flu and coronavirus have similar symptoms, so it is important not to get the two confused. Cough, shortness of breath, headache, fatigue, and others are all signs of the flu. Typically, symptoms of the flu will hang around for 3 to 7 days, but may linger longer. Over-the-counter medicine like NyQuil and DayQuil may temporarily help relieve these symptoms. If you are unsure if it's the flu or COVID, you can schedule a COVID test at the Eder Health Center located on the lower floor of Noggle Hall. If you do get sick though, whether it's the flu or COVID, one of the best things to do is stay home and rest. In addition to helping you recover, it prevents the disease from spreading to your friends. For more information, you can stop by the Eder Health Center or visit online at ship.edu. For SUTV News, I'm Carmine Chicatano.
Apple just unveiled its latest iPhone model, the iPhone 12, and a lot of people are excited about the new set of phones. SUTV's Nolan Hoffman has more on the revolutionary device.
Apple has finally unveiled its 5G smartphone lineup. In a virtual event on Tuesday, the company released 4 new iPhones: the iPhone 12, the iPhone 12 Pro, the iPhone 12 Pro Max, and a new smaller iPhone 12 mini. The iPhone 12 is thinner, smaller, and lighter than its predecessor, the 11. The iPhone 12 and 12 mini have 2 cameras on the back, while the iPhone 12 Pro and Pro Max, meanwhile, add a third telephoto lens. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is Apple's biggest phone ever at 6.7 inches. All the phones are officially 5G equipped, which means they can connect to the next generation high-speed wireless networks. As for their price, the cheapest one in the lineup, the iPhone 12 mini, starts at $700. The iPhone 12 Pro Max starts at $1,100, and the release dates for the new devices have not been announced. And with other news regarding Apple, according to a USA Today article, Apple, which typically ships gadgets from regional warehouses or directly from China, has indeed started shipping iPhones, Macs, and iPads from US-based retail stores, Bloomberg reported. The move to send devices from its network of retail locations is meant to speed up local delivery for customers within 100 miles of a store. Packages could arrive as soon as the next day, but you can't opt in to the delivery option. It's all up to Apple, which ships through FedEx in the United States. Apple was not immediately available to comment. With SUTV News, this is Nolan Huffman.
Are you looking for something to do in Shippensburg? Well, you're in luck. SUTV's Brady Fisher went out and found the best things to do here in Ship. Brady?
With schoolwork ramping up as we start the second half of the semester, it's important to take breaks from studying. Here are some things you can do around Shippensburg to release stress and have some fun.
If you're looking for something a little competitive, try disc golf. Shippensburg is home to 3 different disc golf courses: Papa Jack's, Hopewell Township Park, and the course here at Shippensburg University. Each course provides a variety of obstacles and can be played at your own pace. If you have a furry friend, take them to Bubba's Happy Tails Dog Park. This dog park has 2 separate sections for dogs big or small. Happy Tails Dog Park is a great place to play fetch and let your dog run free. If your dog gets thirsty, make sure to let them grab a drink at the doggy water fountain. If you're just looking to stretch the legs, take a walk on the Cumberland Valley Rail Trail. The Cumberland Valley Rail Trail is a walking and biking trail that stretches from Shippensburg to Newville over the course of 9.5 miles. There are benches and facts about the trail spread along the way. But before you begin your walk, make sure to check out the Cumberland Valley Railroad Museum for a little history about the railroad that once ran where the trail is at. If you'd rather ride on the trail, Shippensburg University offers a bike sharing program for its students. Just stop by the recreation center, fill out a liability form, and enjoy your ride for up to 3 hours. Getting hungry after a long day of studying? The town of Shippensburg offers a variety of dining for anyone looking to grab a bite to eat. The Shippensburg Select Diner offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day long. Redemption Barbecue is ready to serve up all your smoked goods, including ribs, chicken, and pork. Appalachian Brewing Company is currently advertising their brunch specials if you're looking to eat earlier in the day. And if you're just looking for a sweet treat after dinner, make sure to visit Cabin on King for ice cream, sundaes, and more.
The town of Shippensburg has a lot to offer for students who are looking to get out of their dorm rooms. As always, remember to follow CDC guidelines when out and about. From SUTV News, I'm Brady Fisher.
And finally tonight, we're going to be showing you a tasty fall recipe that is to pie for. SUTV's Tyler Danceson is in the kitchen. Let's go check out what he's whipping up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this episode of SUTV Cooking. I'm Tyler Danceson, or Chef Tyler for the day. Today we're going to be making a pumpkin pie recipe that will surely impress all your friends and family this year at Thanksgiving. Let's get it. So to kick things off first, what you want to do is preheat your oven to 425 degrees. After that, you want to grab 2 cups of fresh pumpkin, 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 2 beaten eggs, 1 15-ounce can of evaporated milk, and finally, the secret ingredient that brings in all the flavors together, 3/4 of a teaspoon of pumpkin pie seasoning. Once you have all your ingredients, mix everything together in a mixing bowl and stir, stir, stir until you have a nice smooth consistency. Afterwards, pour your mixture into the pie crust and throw the liquid gold in the oven to bake at 425 for 15 minutes. After your 15 minutes are up, drop the heat to a cool 350 and let Old Glory finish baking for another 45. And finally, after waiting for what feels like forever, take your pie out of the oven and slice and serve. So Bailey, are you ready to try this pie?
I am so ready to try this. It looks very good.
Well, before you get started, we have to add the best part to it. Cannot have pie without whipped cream.
You're right.
All right, let's take a taste test of this.
All right.
What do you think?
That is very good. Where can I get the recipe for this?
Well, you can get this recipe on sutvnews.org, and it's going to be written out for you.
Wonderful. And with that, we'll be signing off from this episode of SUTV News.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website at sutvnews.org.
We'll see you next week.